Hi all, Jiten this side. So this is a content hub series. So this is basically part two, and then we will upload new assets, and we'll discuss more in details. So in terms of the Sitecore content hub, there are few assets type. So you can see total six assets types are supported with the content hub: archive, audio, document, image, and vector and video files. This is a high level flow that once we upload, we have the opportunity to edit the assets. Then we can submit for the review. It can be rejected. If it is approved, then we can publish the link and we can share it. Um, Key consideration, of course, upload assets is the entry point. The size limit is 10 GB, and if your size of import file it's more than 1 GB, it's recommended you link with your some cloud storage. Um, and for the upload, there are basically two options. You can upload a file and you can do the import Excel option. So this is just the high level detail. So let's start the practical from here. So we'll try option one. So go to add options, then upload a file. Now here we can select or we can do drag and drop. So I have one file on my machine for Tiger, which is tiger.jpg. I will just drag and drop here. Now you can see the file is here. If I click on done, then I can see the file, file is there, but still it is in progress. I would say should be in the process. Yes, so this is in progress. I will just refresh it again. Okay, so we tried the option one where we can do the drag and drop, or we can choose the file, or we can get the file from the path. Let me refresh it again. Still it is in progress. Okay, so this is done. So if I go here, okay, so I can see the file. So we have uploaded this file manually. So this image we have just uploaded. Now if I click on this image, we can see all the details of this image, and then there are few variations which we call as a renditions. So if you want to create a new, we can create our own. We can give it a name. Let's say it's a PNG. The name is test rendition and test description, and then it will be created. And if you want to see, it would be, I think, on the last page. Yeah, it's still in progress, and like we can see in few minutes. And this now assets has a few details like file name, title, meta details. These are the system properties with height, um, and write permission. So there is no restrictions, and if there's any comment, we can add the comment and track from here. Now let me refresh this one. Yeah, now you can see if I want to download, I can download this Tiger PNG file here. Now so the second option is to import, which is through the Excel file. So to do that, basically how we will get the format of the Excel, right? So basically with the content hub, you have the schema and then template, and you need to make sure that you export what template you want to import. You take the export file and then you change the field name and then you can import it again. That is the one way. Second way, if you have pre set up all your template, you can just add the data. So I will just create the Excel sheet from here. So if I go here, so these are my assets. If I select these assets, I should be able to see the option to export this to the Excel. Now, this export to the Excel, it comes from the template. So if I go to this template of the assets from here, now if you want to provide that export option, so it has to uh, have a selective component. So if I go to that page, so we are using this assets page. So this assets page, so these are all component, header join left, header join right. So in the header join right, there is a component for selection. So to do the export, we have to have this component on the page. So it's pretty simple. If you want to this component, you go and uh, let me add here, search why this is happening. Let me try again. Yeah, so you go type selection. So here's the component. So you basically need to add this component on your page, and then you would able to export it. So because by default, I think it is there on this assets pages, so I don't need to do it again. So if I go to assets and let me just export the template from here. So I've just selected. If I just do the export, you can give it a name. There are a few options. If you want to give a user-friendly name, I wouldn't recommend, because we would prefer to have a system name. And then if I just do the export, so there would be some job again. I think it would be very quick because the one record. So if I see, okay, it is completed now. Now if I go to download section, okay, so let me see. Okay, so when you click there, I think there's a option for my download. So you'll see your file is there, and if you download the file from here, so it would be in your download folder. And if I click this file, is here. Okay, so now we can see, so this is the exported file, which has ID and identifier, title, and few more details. So if you want to make a bulk upload or update, we can export, we can select multiple image and we can do that part. But now I want to import a new file, so we don't need this ID, identifier, and I think this two field, because these are the system generated. We need a title for sure, and then a description, all those details we don't need created by, and these details. So these are very basic fields. Now if I can show you, when you upload the file, it will give you an option that what would be the status of your final life cycles kind of workflow. So you can provide it, but if you won't provide this one, by default it will go to created in your created section, and from there, let me show you. Okay, so then now I just need a file. So this is a name, but I need a file field here. So because I uh, I need to put the file, the new file from some, I'm just down. So basically we have this structure which we exported. So we just need to provide name of the file, title, and the important field is the file. So we need to put the URL of the file. So I got this one assets from here. So I will just copy the path and I will paste the path here. So this is my file, and if I give it a name like butterfly, title, just a butterfly, file name is .png. Now my this Excel file is ready, and I can see the status of the asset is approved, so it will directly goes to the review part, because it is already it will go into the asset part because it's already approved. So let me upload this thing here. So I go to create, and port Excel. Now I will put that file here. I will watch this background processes. Okay, so the status is pending. Can just do a quick refresh. Okay, so then we will discuss the entity, that how we are mapping those fields and how we can get those field exact names uh, from the content hub. Let me refresh this again. I'm hoping it should be finished. Okay, so this is finished. Now if I go to assets, I'm expecting that butterfly. Okay, so this is here. Now uh, we have exported the content, I would say assets, and then we have also imported the assets. So there is one more settings for the entity. So for all the assets field, we have this entities here. So for the assets, we have used m.assets. One important thing, we need to make sure that the tab name, it should match with the assets name, and then field, of course, it should also match. To verify the field, we can just click on the edit, and you can see the field name, title, description, which is here. um, Field name, title, and description. And if there is a workflow or something, then these values are coming from the taxonomy, so we can search those value and then we can fill it here. So let's say asset type to assets. So this is the field and it's mapped with um, taxonomy. So associated definition is asset type. So we can check the asset type again. Let's go into the asset type taxonomy. So we have taxonomy here, and there was asset type, so I can simply type asset type. So this is the asset type taxonomy, and then we can give it a name, that what assets it's going to be. We can click here. Let me go back. We can click here, poster. So these are the identify which we need to copy and then paste it there. Yeah, I think these are the main thing. Then one more thing, which usually when you are doing the development certificate, yeah, you can also export and import all the configuration here, and the format is a zip file, and then you can again import to a different environment. So that's one of the questions, I believe, if you do the dev certificate. Yeah, thank you so much. So in this part, we covered that how we can do the import and export of the assets and how we will match, all the fields. Yeah, so that's all in this part. Thank you so much for watching.